So it's finally happened. Sunglasses, t-shirt, shorts. It's 23 degrees and we're at the foothills almost of the Pyrenees. We're just about to head in towards San Sebastian. But we're in a little village called Les Bastides Clarence. Beautiful little place with a motorhome air that offers water, electricity, and one very clean communal public toilet, all for free. There is, however, no black or grey water facilities, but we can do that elsewhere. But we're just out for a walk before we head into town. We did pop in yesterday afternoon when we got here. There's another doggy coming down, so I might have to put you down. Koa is obviously here with me. Let me just spin you around. So yeah, let's just get past this doggy and I'll come back to you. So as I was saying, so yeah, very small but very beautiful little village. We had a quick scout. Yesterday we'll go in. I mean, I could probably leave the camera rolling for 10 minutes and we'd cover what we need to cover. It's a very small village, and unfortunately, I know it's the time of year and it's a Sunday, but it's all closed. I actually walked into town last night thinking, you know, the community have given us this free air, let's put some money back, you know, dinner and a drink, but nothing. I went in at 7:30, nothing was open. I did have a coffee in the afternoon when we first got here, and I don't think we can go any further. Let's just see what this sign says. So no, we couldn't go any further. The sign said basically no entry as I understood it, and obviously don't want to take the risk if there's livestock or something like that for Koa to go and play with, although he is on, as you can see, his long 10-meter retractable lead. So we're going to have a little walk into town. I saw a couple of information boards, so let's see what they say. But yeah, it's not going to take long. And if we're lucky, we can grab a coffee, but we'll have a quick squiz around. We're going to stay here this evening, and then yeah, tomorrow head towards San Sebastian because we have a little delivery from Amazon coming to a local locker. So let's head into town. I'll tell you what is unfortunate, that the local residents are bastidotes and bastidotes, men and women. So a little unfortunate, but all in keeping with, of course, the history of the village, which used to be a port. There was a little river that runs through it, and I believe there's even a type of boat that they used for bringing produce up the river and also for fishing. I'll see if I can find out the name of that and maybe try and get a picture as well, but we're just heading into town now. So I don't know how well this is going to come out, but this is where we are parked down here, and this is obviously all of the village. I mean, you can see there's one main road that goes up through the middle. Like I say, we walked it last night up to the church at the end, and then a couple of smaller streets that come down either side. I mean, from where we are to the top of town is literally a 10-minute stroll. And this is what I was saying, it is part of the Les Plus Beaux Villages de France, which means something about the most beautiful villages in France. So let's go and have a look. So this is the main square. Probably not easy to do a circle of the square because it means standing in the middle of the road. So just doing a little rotation on the pavement, and I have Koa in the other hand. But like I said, look, lovely little cafe, closed. Cafe across the road there, closed. So it's a little unfortunate. So it's literally a quick wander. We're almost at the end of town. And then we'll be heading back to the van, or see if we can find somewhere for Koa to stretch his legs. I just noticed a little open or semi-open doorway. Not too sure what's down the other end. There's some toilets, so maybe that's why it's open. Assuming it's for the public. It looks like it's a little walkway with a couple of little shops down here. A sign there for an osteopath. It looks like it's going to lead out to a very nice garden area though. Let's just pop out the other side. And yes. How pretty is this? And there, over there is a artisan artworks shop factory. But we're going to go back into town just in case we find a little cafe that's open. So one of the locals has come to say hello to Koa. Come say hello. Yeah, come say hello. Oh, maybe not. He's having a grumble. It's Sunday. Ah, good old bum sniff. That'll sort things out. Right, we're off. Are you coming with us? Come on. Look at this one, reconstructed in 1610. I'm guessing it may have had a little bit of work since then, liquor paint or something. I'm not too sure why every house, all but a couple, have like the burgundy red woodwork and shutters. There's a couple that are green, like that one in the middle there, and then the little bar restaurant across the street, but all the others are red. See if we can find out why. Okay, so it's just the typical style. The half timbered frame buildings, and they were either painted in what they call red or green. Obviously most people here prefer the red because there's very few green. But the village was actually founded, I just read Wikipedia, thank you, in 1288. It's now more of a art and cultural centre rather than the traditional produce that was made or grown here back in the day. But nothing is open, which is such a shame. It's just a real shame that not a single place is open. I mean, it's meant to be quite a touristic village. I appreciate it's late November, but it's a stunning day. But there's no one here. So quiet. I mean, it's very nice to chill out. But yeah, such a shame that we can't just give a few euros back to the community for a wonderful little stopover. But anyway, there we go. We can't, so we can't. Back to the van, make a curry for tonight. I think there's a little bit of football on the telly, and just relax. So we'll catch you, I think now, probably when we move on. Well, this is a bit embarrassing. I haven't picked up the camera for a few days, and I think the last time we probably spoke, I was in France. I'm now almost in Alicante, so obviously Spain. And that's because I think the last time I spoke to you, bearing in mind I'll have edited this video and seen where I was the last time I spoke to you, but I can't remember because I haven't picked up the camera for maybe almost a week. Not 100% sure. And I was in shorts and t-shirt. Not only am I in shorts and t-shirt, I even have sun cream on my head today because it's warm. I mean, it's not super hot. It's like 16, 17, but it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And the reason I haven't picked up the camera is because the weather has been terrible. And bearing in mind when we were in the doctor doing 3 months in northern Spain last winter, and when the weather turned bad, I should have run south and I didn't. So at least I've learnt from my lessons. There wasn't really much point in filming in the miserable weather, so we ran south and we're back in the sunshine. So I guess the question is, where are we? We're on our way to see our friend Simon, who lives in Sax, S-A-X, just to confirm where we're going. And we're currently in a small village, about an hour and a half away from Alicante, which is called Chinchilla. We're just walking into town now. It looks stunning. I've seen a few other people that I follow on YouTube that have been here, so I'm expecting it to be a really, really beautiful village. I think there's going to be some great architecture, some history. So yeah, we also have a new toy. I don't know if you've spotted it. Where is it? Just here. We've actually bought a little Bluetooth radio mic, whatever you call them. It's the Hollyland Lark Mark II. And the day I bought it, I then saw that DJI launched the mini mic. But anyway, I got this in the Black Friday sale. It was a great price. We'll see how we get on with it. I believe I have the option to return it until February next year. So hopefully the audio is legible, hopefully maybe better than what the standard mic on the GoPro or the medium mod on the GoPro offers. So yeah, let's head into town on this beautiful sunny day. Hopefully I won't burn my head, and see what Chinchilla has to offer. This is certainly an original way to sell your house. Just write it on the wall and stick your phone number up there. If you are interested, I'm going to guess that's a 2.5 on the end. Oh, it is a hilly little place. Oh, look at this little magical staircase going up the side of, I'm guessing this is a church, but we've just walked past the panaderia, the bakery, and the smell of the fresh bread. Oh, I've got rumble tums. I'm now thinking a big chunky, crusty lump of bread and some soup for lunch maybe, back at the professor. But we've only just started, so we've got to push on and keep going and see what this lovely little village is going to offer. Bon dia. Here is something that amazes me. All these tiny little villages. I mean, just have a look around. We're gaining height, but I don't know if you can see on the hillside right opposite, there is two. One's over here somewhere and one is over here. Two huge communication masts. All of these little villages, they always have wonderful cell phone signal. A bit like motorhoming and airs. I think, going back into the sun, I think the network and the UK networks could certainly learn a bit from what they do over here on mainland Europe. I'm not saying just Spain, but when I was coming down through France as well, the signal has just been fantastic. You know, you can be in the most remote little village, and yet I was still picking up on my little router phone 5G. Couldn't even get 5G at my friend's house in the UK. So yeah, very interesting that they just do everything so much better, don't they? They really do. Look at this place, it's beautiful. I think we may have taken a wrong turn. We've been following this path, which is kind of like going around the edge of the upper part of the village, I guess the old town. But I think we've come to a dead end. So we're going to have to go back. But just while we're here, I would assume that is the new town, the new part of Chinchilla. But we need to head back down this road and see if we can get in, either by doing a left turn somewhere or heading back to where we started from and going up the other side. Okay, I think we're back on track, but which way? Which way? Looks like a local is going that way. Maybe we should follow. So I can see the castle, but again, we've got a fork in the road. So the question is, are we gonna fork off to the left or fork off to the right? Because the castle is up there. I think we're gonna go and fork off to the left. Okay, so you can see the castle is just over my shoulder, but it's a 10-minute walk from here, which is fine because we've got to weave our way through part of the town behind us. So let's go. Now, anyone that has watched a few of our videos, there's not many, the humongous channel that we are, but we did visit Guadix last winter to see the troglodyte village, and I was a little bit disappointed. But there is a little area here, or a few areas here, with cave houses. So let's see if these are any better or more appealing than what we found in Guadix. Because the one I saw inside Guadix, it was just for the tourists. You know, the guy was right on the entrance to the village, and he let people come in for free on the basis that you either left a donation or you bought a local, like a badge, I think it was, a pen, some olive oil. We did buy something, I forget what it was now. But whereas I think here, I mean, Guadix is famous, it's been in the movies, it's been used for film sets, etc. Whereas I don't think here really is maybe so synonymous, is that word, with the cave house side of things. So let's see what we can find. Maybe that's just taking it a little bit too far. I'm sure we can find something a little bit better. Let's have a wander down this way. These certainly look very cute, like little bungalows, aren't they? Little holiday homes or something like that, maybe. Potentially Airbnb, I would guess, I don't know. This one's got some laundry, so one assumes it's being lived in. But yeah, they seem, my initial impression, to be far better kept. And well, I guess it comes down to the tourism aspect. I mean, Chinchilla, I'm sure in the summer is full of tourists, but this time of year it's very quiet. But these don't seem to have, like the ones in Guadix had all the signs, you know, come in, look around my house, yes, you know, I'm open to the public. These don't appear to have anything. Oh, look at this one, this is cool. They don't appear to have anything touristic. Hopefully they're just lovely family homes. These are definitely so much nicer than Guadix. I mean, these ones here, especially the one in the middle with the blue, let me just spin you around. It looks like it's almost been refurbished. I mean, it's beautiful. And although they look like little houses, you can see, you know, especially maybe this one up here, you can see how they go back into the rock face. Excuse the barking dog, more little yappy dogs. But look at that one, it's beautiful. The blue around the windows and the roof line there, really cute. Right, we have found our way up to the castle, just walking along a little dirty track road, so letting Mr. Koa stretch his legs for a couple of minutes, and just as we do that he finds a nice little poo to smell. But I'll spin you into the sun, apologies, and you'll probably see the silhouette of the castle ahead of us. So let's get up there and see if we can even get in. I've not checked if you have to pay, if dogs are allowed. This could have been a hike up for no reason. I've got the drone though, so if not, maybe we can have a look from above if we're allowed. Let's see. I think we may have miserably fouled. Those doors look pretty closed to me. Let's have a look what the signs say. Oh, there's a huge lock between Koa's feet. So definitely we are not getting in here. Nothing on there. Nothing on there besides us. Hello. So the drone, it is, but what a spectacular view. What a shame. What a shame that we couldn't go inside. I hope the footage done some justice. I know some people that I follow on YouTube that rock up to places like this, no planning, doors are always open. If you have to pay, they end up going on a day when it's like a national holiday and they get in for free. So yeah, the only benefit is we're the only ones up here. The views are spectacular and Koa can have a good run. We're walking around the circumference of the walls, or we're trying to, as best we can. There's a bit of a view for you. The moat, pretty dry obviously, but you can imagine what that would have been like. But we'll see if we can get all the way round, and then we'll head back down into town, back towards the motorhome. There's a little bar right by the motorhome, so maybe it's time for some tapas and a caña. Classic España. Look at my little mountain goat. Koa, don't go, Mr. Mountain Goat. I think I've said this before, but he's not an Australian Shepherd. He is a mixed breed. He's half mountain goat, half dolphin. That's my conclusion. I've got a fake, but we love him. Not sure what this is, but there's a cave, a hole. Mr. Koa can go first, just in case. I don't think, it's probably just where the locals come to hang out, smoke, drink, have a pee maybe, but we are inside this little cave. It's, let me spin you round, it's very low, we're crouching, or I'm crouching, Koa doesn't have to crouch, but anyway, didn't know what it was, and it's nothing much, so let's get out. Come on Mr. Koa. Lead the way. Good boy. So what are my thoughts thus far on Chinchilla? It's not as old as I thought it was going to be. I mean, there are some lovely buildings, but it's not as oldie, woldy, medieval, fortified as I was expecting. Pretty modern, actually. I'll have to look it up, but I think I saw on Wikipedia something like 1822. Does that sound right? Probably not. But oh, hello. Hold on. I think we may have just found the cathedral. Look at this. But you can see the doors are closed, and we have a little furry friend on the end of my arm. So even if they were open, we couldn't go in. But that is a spectacular building, as is that one just there to the side. Maybe in typical Richard style, I spoke too soon, and we are in fact going to come into the older part of the village now. I think this could be like a little square. Hola, buen dia. Let's go and have a look. So, look at the square behind me. I'm a bit dark, aren't I? Absolutely amazing, but look at this. Let's go and see where this goes. It's kind of like the first little, I don't know, I'm so bad with history. I'm going to say like medieval style archway that I've seen. So yeah, really cool. This is the best part of the town so far. And well, maybe not quite as impressive as we were expecting. And it's going back uphill, which is not the plan, because we're heading down. Oh, it's getting to that time of day now when you go from the sun to the shade. It's a little bit chilly. So we're heading back to the van. Time for some food, I think. We did just stop. We actually met a couple in the car park when we arrived, and I knew we'd bump into them in town. And where did we bump into them? In a bar. Oh, let's take them off. We don't need them now. In a bar. So we had a quick beer, little chat. English, living in Spain, but now also full-time in their mojo. And yeah, there's a little bar down by the motorhome area, which I'm guessing is going to be in the sun. So they said, okay, we'll see you there. So I'm heading off, and fingers crossed we'll be in the sun, because like I say, now that it's getting low in the sky, obviously going behind the buildings, the village, it gets chilly. So maybe time for a little jacket and some tracky bottoms or something. But we're almost back, so let's go see if the bar is still open, fingers crossed, and get another beer. The people are laughing at me. The beer that I just had, I mean, again, hello, welcome to the mainland. €3 for a large beer with a tapas. Tapas was a little piece of baguette with some sobrasada, which was lovely. I'm just looking down now. We're coming back to the vans. Let me spin you around. This is the area where the vans are. Just seeing if there's many more that have arrived, but it doesn't look like it. And where's the professor? Well, a little bit far away, you probably can't see. But at least we're going to be in the sun. There we go, there she is. And oh my God, the little bar was closed. This is the little bar area just over here. And it was open when we left. I mean, it opened when we arrived, and it's closed whilst we've been looking around town. What a shame. So we won't be having a beer in there. I mean, we have really, really lucked out. Look at that. There's a professor, and the village is directly behind us. Stunning location. Quite a few vans now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't know, probably about 15 vans. Look at this one in the distance over there. Maybe we'll walk over and have a look a bit later. Dutch number plate on it. But anyway, let's get in the van and relax and do some food.